Trevor Mitch Williams here for HFNL Media. Last night was the final training session for this week's Interleague match, held at the Reed Oval ahead of their game against Ballarat Football Netball League at Mars Stadium in Ballarat this weekend. Jonathan Brown is at the head of the helm as the senior coach, taking the Bottle Greens into battle against his old foe Anthony Koutafidis, who will be coaching Ballarat. Talking with Brownie, he said he wants to see his side's talent being showcased this weekend.
I expect them to showcase their talents, so I don't want this to be a defensive slog. I want them to be able to go out there and show their natural talents, play on their instincts, play for each other. Obviously, work hard defensively, but, play for each other and just have a really good time, have a great experience so they can go back to their clubs and tell their other teammates about it, tell them about the experience, tell them about the clubs, and hopefully it flourishes going forward into future campaigns, because I'm sure this won't be the only Interleague game, and the scoreboard will take care of itself.
Koroit Saints young gun Paddy O'Sullivan was named captain of the senior side, with North Warrnambool star Jet Birmingham named as the vice-captain. Paddy said he is looking forward to playing alongside players he usually plays against on a weekend.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with that. Good to just play with these bunch of lads and that. And pretty keen to go up to Ballarat and see what we can do. Unreal bunch of lads. It's good. We're all young and that, so it's just good getting around. I know Brownie's pretty keen to get this one done, so just try and get the win for him, I reckon.
The side is going into the game with a lot of experience on the coaching panel, with ex-AFL players such as Jonathan Brown, Nathan Vardy and Dan O'Keefe. O'Keefe also has a lot of experience in coaching, with 3 years as Carlton's VFL head coach. Speaking with O'Keefe, he said this is a good opportunity for players to get exposure to higher levels of footy.
To be honest, that's the sentiment behind this idea, to be able to play Interleague at under-23s as well, to hopefully expose some really great talent that have maybe been hidden for a while, whether it be off the back of COVID or things like that, or just late developers even. So that's why we're doing this, and I know there's going to be recruiters there. I've heard that firsthand from a few of those guys and a few clubs, so it's going to be exciting to be able to hopefully see a few of these boys pop and play really well and showcase what they're all about.
Alongside those coaches, there's a lot more experience with Koroit senior coach Chris McLaren and former Hampton League coach Lee McCluskey as assistants. Both coaches have a wealth of knowledge and experience in their roles and bring a lot to the table, with McLaren stating he's looking forward to the opportunity and learning from other guys.
It's really exciting. It's something, an opportunity that these things don't pop up all the time. So, clearly having Brownie involved is great. So to be able to work alongside him, and then, obviously with Vards and Doc as well as, I've known Doc for a little while. I only just got to know Vards in this, during this little period. So it's, really looking forward to working with both those guys. And, it's a bit of a twofold thing, you like to help out, but you also, like to get here and pick up some stuff off those guys as well, and get to work with those people that have the experiences those two boys have had.
The under-17 team trained earlier than the senior team, but got to join in with the under-23 squad towards the end of their training, giving them a good opportunity to learn a bit from Brownie and some of the older boys. Brett Taylor takes on the role of head coach for the under-17 boys, who will play at the 11 a.m. time slot on Saturday, with Warrnambool footballer Reggie Master and Cobden's Ben McGlade named as the team's joint captains. With only a small period of time for the players who spend their year competing against each other to get to know one another and gel before they head out and play on the weekend, Nathan Vardy stated it can be a daunting time, but the players are really excited.
I think for the boys too, it's under 23 comp, which is really exciting and enthusiastic. So they're all really excited, and rep footy is always, it's a little bit daunting when you start off on this week, because you don't really know everyone and all that sort of stuff. But by the time the game rolls around, it's a lot of fun and a really exciting time.
The last Interleague game was played in 2019, where Brownie led the Bottle Greens to a big victory over Ballarat, and this took the Bottle Greens to a 3-in-a-row run as they were heading up the state ladder. Brownie said he's excited for Interleague footy to be back.
Fortunate to have the opportunity, and we had great momentum before COVID, before Interleague got cancelled. We're working our way up the state rankings. So it's great that it's back in this format, especially for the younger fellas that had, obviously was affected, the representing footy was affected during those COVID years. They missed their opportunity, so to be able to showcase their talents is great.
The under-17 boys will run out at 11 a.m. for their game, and the senior side will run out at 1:30 p.m. We wish both our sides all the best this weekend, and good luck to all players representing the league.